afeni ebetie sim asem kese pa ni mu na mayenti finance minister ebrokopie mu e wo parliament no mayenti no ne emra ne ma analysis kakra bi ansa na yakọ yabedwafo ho
ban edi e-levy ebae afi mu sebe ya obetimi edi aboaboa sika no na oman sikasem etimi egina nan so nanso esanse ahokere aba na sikasem ekofomonti ene ebra oswafo ken oforiata edi oman yakọ masika ebetu dwa no okire mu se sese e-levy act eda ho no aban no ebehwemu biem ya wobeti e-levy no so efri ohamu chichemu baako ekiripo enum edi akọ ohamu chichemu baako okire mu se mobile money transaction afimpinu eni dunsu mudikosi afimpinu ni eduonu baako efri Ghana cedi opepepe baako ekiripo eduonum enum 1.55 billion eko Ghana cedi opepepe enkono ekiripo ediwotwe ensia 9.86 billion nanso esanse e-levy ne ba yenti sese sika ne nyina eso ate.
Poor and vulnerable. 6, expand digital and climate responsive fiscal infrastructure. And 7, implement structural and public sector reforms. To achieve these, there are 3 critical imperatives: successfully negotiating a strong IMF program, coordinating an equitable debt operations program, and attracting significant green investments. This will enable us to generate substantial revenue, create needed fiscal space for the provision of essential public services, and facilitate the implementation of the PCPEC program to revitalize and transform the economy. Mr. Speaker, we will undertake the following actions, initiatives, and interventions under the 7-point agenda. To aggressively mobilize domestic revenue will, among others, 1, increase VAT rate by 2.5% to directly support our roads and digitalization agenda. Fast-track the implementation of the Unified Property Rate Platform Program in 2023, and review the e-levy act, and more specifically, reduce the headline rate from 1.5% to 1% of the transaction value, as well as the removal of the daily threshold.
Ejabo ene enabro yi puma kwan mu a so afọ ohwe sikasem so kenofori atako o memra hyebedwam ede afimpimienu ne aduonu miensa o meya kwa homasika ekoto hyebedwafo anim ekyerɛkyerɛ sɛ de o men di sika be di dwuma hodo na aboama mpuntu aba sɛ kwadwuma eye ya baako a ejentre ha o akomasika ya kenkan mu a ekyerɛ sɛ o men sikasem ene kwan ya obefa so a ebefa no ntomapa efra nyina ne fa kese be firi kwadwuma mu ena aba.
We will continue, Mr. Speaker, to implement the implementation of key interventions like the Youth Start program, economic enclaves, 1D1F, technology hubs with the limited resources that we have complemented with the support from Development Bank of Ghana. Specifically on Youth Start, we intend to support 30,000 youth, and under the economic enclaves, we intend to develop 110,000 acres of land for rice, maize, soya bean, as well as poultry. Funding will be sought from the 500 million Development Bank of Ghana fund and GOG sources.
Osan ekyerɛ sɛ ɔkwan baako a aban ene di ekyerɛ sɛ ɔbɛfa so na wama saa eniswade hunu yi a ɔbɛbɛbo ama kwadwuma afa no ntoma pɛfra ene sɛ ɔnam Ghana Development Bank so ɛbɛgye bosi ahodoɔ ama kuafo ahodoɔ bi a ɛbɛboa wɔn ama otumi atrɛ wɔn kwadwuma mu na aboa ma ɔman kwadwuma ho nsɛm so akɔ n'anim.
The 2023 budget will focus on government resolve to structurally transform the economy. We plan to aggressively mobilize domestic revenue, boost local productive capacity, promote a diversified and vibrant value-added export sector, streamline expenditures, protect the poor and vulnerable, expand...
Enti we ensem ahodo a finance minister editu dwa nene nansa ewo mrase bedwafie mame kwa homa so Evans otufo ewo ho eba no omo a omodi mobile money edidwuma na omo operate no a wono ye panyi oda wo ma no se enanka eye 1.5% na finance minister eche so mate so e de ba 1% na te no mate so ne de enkeye na so threshold na ewo ho no manka bi adakro wo send 100 Ghana cedis a eno ye ntil enso wo send bra ene yete wo no eno eni ho biem tie ne wo send 5 cedis 1% ne yete wo send 10 cedis yete mame kwa wo so Evans Martin Evans, oteme kan abomadia on mute said obi okasa ye bete. Why?
All right.
Edam
Okay,
kama.
Okay.
Yada se ne wo bre na enra jamwa na mo call se 1.5 na eda eye mobile money transactions no so no kebe ya ban no enyin free one mo krompa na se onte so wate so e de aba 1% yen kan sa e de na ka e ma mo dwumadi a mo bedie no mani aso.
Yo, in fact, near the kind of A-level ankasa na yenhwe num say as digital payment platforms no yedi bibia your friends say E-levy ebeba industry no we were not really expecting something of that sort, but anya baby and the reason why I buying so they that particular levy neighbor and say we are having challenges with our our revenue as a nation. For us to find smart ways to mitigate the impact of our revenue falls. If we here say yedi levy be eba, that is understood. But how has the levy or another the policy been designed? Yes, a buying sorry pre-compare starting a calculator can yes starting fee 2%, but to say we're changing about 1.75%. We who say no any juma, yes, it's about 1.5%. And also government intended revenue, we couldn't realize it. And to say no, as I said, yes, sign etiso bium. But yet before say etiso bium no, I think say various sector players and as stakeholders looking at how the tax is no. So person we nya nipa dodo na say won be tia no e won be hia say o the rate amanfo etia enya ade won be feel the burden and answer the impact ni bebre nti ya propose 0.1 to 0.5%. That is what everybody has been calling for ever since I buying announce E-levy. Nti na yenye ehwe ne mo say aban call into the 2023 budget preparation and then presentation. Aban take very bold decisions to ensure say you reduce the levy say the be ani padugo na woni say they will continue to pay the levy without feeling its impact. But yes na yenye hu no ye survey before the budget presentation. And as a body and as association yen and a pretty mumu and yen investment into the sector. At the team be it may be a shop ma 1 hour per mumu service no it may buy and chain ever accessing mumu service. We have taken a bold step to conduct a survey to measure the extent of impact of the levy on the businesses of our members ever since the policy went live. Now, the summary of the whole research, area density professor, the levy is not really impacting positively. Members having to close down their shops, others too have to lay down their employees, revenue base, closing down shop and all this stuff.
Okay.
Positive outlook. With this information, buying take a very bold step to inquire as to why the revenue that government intended say fee levy adentina emma. Now we find measures to it. Now sure say one of the reasons say the rate is so high. And it is so high there people will think of alternative means to pay for their goods and services. Now one of them is maybe using more of the cash than the mumu. Now then it's coming to affect us. So when it's what you say you'll be able to raise enough revenue. Also entime enka. Intisa nyame nyina yade anka buying as I say will consider then going into the presentation of the budget at least within the ranges of 0.1 to 0.5%. Buying better so about to see we have over 17 something million subscribers of mobile money services. In this ultimately so eba frame na say obi transaction on the Momo platform no who say rate no of into the impact no and as bed in the manner, they will gladly be transacting or using the Momo platform for every activity possible. Never sounds so there. Government is really going to maximize revenue, but yes, and a call no young got here 1% and what is so about ye news if you want more say the threshold would a year 100 cities no what's a threshold if you so in actual sense any further analysis of the whole review you could say clearly there has not been any review at all because 0.5 government is still going to make it out of the threshold what cancel and I say we ye fi hono nti it say wo bibi wo right hand side na wire what been say we mo bi nso wa san the left hand no asa fa wachi asa gi wa de biom. So there is no way we can really identify this particular review no as a review and as a reduction. No, not at all. There has not been any reduction from our perspective because statistics now we have majority of people transacting within the areas of the threshold and the marginalized. Those who are not in a way economically sound, they don't really have much. There are many, and see all these people. We are encouraging, financial inclusion of all these people, those within the rural areas and all this stuff. We are trying every means possible to drive them under the financial inclusion agenda. And to say, you have to encourage them. Not say, the levy be and not say rate be to say, the about now say 100 cities now or person or Sandy and I say process here, who charge you 1% levy and I say apply levy was what. You are discouraging them. And our mission say man for 80 more savings. They will be tempted because the understanding wouldn't even be there for them to understand. Say, depositor, e-levy, and I say, saving, e-levy, that understanding will not necessarily be there. And it is not actually a review. And yes, time say, ever introduce you idea your friends say capping. No say you apply 1% maybe on any value from 1 city to maybe 5,000 cities. The 1% will apply to it. Any amount above the 5,000 Ghana cedis. Government could say pay a flat fee of maybe 50 cedis or 100 cedis. No, wama nipa ni kom ahin ni kakra. In terms of basis, nipa ni process be 100,000 Ghana cedis. Definitely, the person have to pay 1% on the 100,000 Ghana. But this time around, it is going to be a flat fee of maybe 100 cedis. These are all measures to encourage people to continue seeing mobile money as something that it is good, it is cost effective, and all those stuff. But I said we are not far from predicting say people can actually say usage of mobile money will only become necessary and I say we only resort to the usage of mobile money when it becomes a necessity and I say extreme necessary. Other than that, they could resort to paying for their goods and services using other platforms available. To say say I'm for to me package ska edema VIP buses and I say Metro Mass Transit for say one phone call because they are not willing to pay. If they measure their transport and it's a e-levy at 1 billion, there's far difference. So if that is the case, even though say it is risky, they are willing to take that tangent, which as a nation, it will not really help us. And then our digitization drive, our financial inclusion, the whole of Africa, Ghana is one of the countries that have been adjudged as an African nation that has received, a higher financial penetration. Into all these things boils down to the usage of Momo. And we need to provide enough grounds and as an incentive to ensure that we are able to sustain the position that we find ourselves in as one of financially penetrative countries.
Matthew Evans, no mena say ene obre ya wanya ediamayen. Evans otumfo eba no mobile money operators no ene ye penya oda o ma no ena wote ne nka no. Yen hye yenkomodie na se na me de be hyase wo Dr. Owusu Sakode ho. Die me pesa me de hye no de ye ni kan hye budget ne din Nkabom budget. Na utie nkyeremu wo mode ba mate ye rajonkuma na mate abno se asare. Omuna ye deputy minister say of finance onum na ne nyina ne se ye nyina yensom yenkamum na yensom na yentutu ankakan kakra se be na oman si kase no betumi agane na so wo hunu se sa Nkabom budget really no be kan gana fo bom ama oman no aye omo bedin say ye betue eto na dia ma wom
me that say Nkabom no started with Parliament House. Tamano already budget no many age pass a Ghanaian. Say both political parties obi aye din no boycott. Omo nyina betina say ma finance minister kan nsem nyina onwie ye na jo mo debate here. Appropriation bill no so be ba on be debate no ma pass it. Because o man pass here ye nya IMF program no. IMF program so me no ka say is our only savior. Said the no mercy agije agum no. Si enya IMF program so a ene oba say kra chen say. Enti o so pass o budget no. Na utimi nya o program na utimi so no ma no. Enti sa Nkabom no ahyase every Parliament House. Na e manage say o nyina asimi ya adwenkro etena asetie ne din a o pass appropriation bill na ka ho. Etoso mie no o hwe budget ni mu a you can clearly see say that burden share no enso e wo ho. I'll buy no chere Ghana for say ye hear sika because we had downgrading the beginning of this year. Credit rating agencies no more downgrading Ghana. Almost say Ghana are buying and no more this share the 2022 budget mi so be pesika wo memu no. Enya ade a otimi ye enti o ma na bosia ontimi ntua. Enti obetimi akodwane akoba bosia o beba fie abe pesika wo wa wo memu e de atua wo ka no. Enti sika ye pe no ye memu de e ya de hia pa enti wo se nyina ye ni ko ho. Na tax do bia mpe tax tua. O pe tax tua. O bia mpe tax tua. Na de enti ne ye gyeto. Ye gyeto se de be ya aban no so betimi aye kwan. Obeye nsuo, be ma akania, be ma school, be ma de enoma bebre obe ma. O hwe budget ni mu a aban no say about 13 measures fuel coupons V8 ontwi mo am betu kwan akwa abrochire say hu hia obe ye ma ticket better and now bebre about 13 of them. We are not say safety net. So already IMF books now already World Bank books. At this time and from bonne ebo we are seeing now be a wa ahonhia mu no. Ade omo hwe pass aban bia be ya bone man for a safety net. And it say obeboa sebi we hia for them oboafo. Budget no so abon nyoma no bebre so free SHS one finance anka livelihood empowerment against poverty was watum capitation grant watum school feeding program watum enti nyoma sabio ye de boa mobrafo ne hiafo mo wem dia abana ye nyina na onso ni nipa ye ko tie adrom so no ane ahan e sika na aban ne beye na aban so okay se nyoma we nya ono no de obedi no wache so ana de ode boa mobrafo no so watum ene ye Ghana for mesremo tax ne de ye beje kakra na ye de atua. Now your short-term measures, revenue measures, your medium to long-term measures. O share VAT ni 11 na. The easiest of all. Just say ene ya akoto ade a watua. 11 ne ya o sani momo a watua. Nti na be short-term ama be ma aban no atimi anya sika animanimu ya. But there are other revenue measures here. Me free say ho ne wo say me ya ni kopa edin kan property rate. But I no ebe check akra because I feel now be evaluate property e wo Ghana ha na watimi akotaxe. Etoso mienu ye tax exemptions bill no that so that Parliament House. Or some come pass that dada. No want abane benya sika also mo pass. But no so be di mre kakra. Ye long term revenue measures. There be a mekan extractive sector a year a good year nyame dia chair no. Yakotu yakonsa nkrata na dia chair. Heritage fund is over $1 billion, no series over $1 billion. And they are see amanane. and your cost are crona so akobobusia at 7 to 9%. Only interest also just 2%. And Okra is the highest of all. Into the see your currency and quay says can emerald mem. So also we save you crowd portfolio investment. But on ha, Nessicanumra. And there are short-term revenue measures, medium to long-term revenue measures. And Namaka said, so share VAT near you no more Kenya. Nina short-term. And me the master mobile on your question. Abana che, se burden share no wache. Ono dear and obedi no wateso. The other boamobra for no watum. Ana Ghana for so tax na or see in Chiano. And Nimanu yano, what tax no ebebre, but when any share. Jobenya no animanu yano na wakoka ho asem. The beba achire no. I'm sure say 2024, 2025, 2026 budget no. I was so much ho ye. Na bia enu ho no na property rate no. Me hear me calculation. Property rate no be ma Ghana buy 11 billion cedis.
Property rate.
Yes, every year.
Some be tech mo be use technology.
Yes, 11 billion cedis. Me hear me calculations. Nti ukonya 11 billion cedis na afi no sa VAT no betimi abete so. Na 11 no crap kra yi free ho enti en animu de aban no ho kire no eno no kra de e ba ko pe aban no ho kire no papa sika ni ho kra ana aban so anya sa measures we so I am a program no yenya
okay
enti a ho kire ene ahunhia na aba enti me sure say bia in the next 2 years no so mutimi ye digitization ye property rate no nyom sa 11 over billion cedis na omo betimi a review this 11 no be year free hokra se bia enu ho na still Ghana for complainia omo nyin for se VAT no enu ho na ofri se obeti so a onti so na Ghana for ehun ha omo no ba se de Nkabom no burden share no enu ana ewom
na ba bia be share se wo share brekra ye introduce VAT e wo Ghana in fact se be 1995 into see the 2022 na kan se ma 27 years ni at a rate of 17.5 in 1995. Nadok yaba bedu 2022. We are still at 12.5 a year VAT rate. A year sebia leadership ayenya asomino ena ebobo ye to ho krokro yen wo etuotu ya ho. E de na master na ye lucky behind because we other countries they say Europe money ade na ebi mu de ne number 40%, bi de nam 35%.
Yeah.
Why are we still at 12.5? Echo 15 crap no. We are complaining.
Yeah. Ghana, I'm say a tuotua me Legon ye research bi task penny bi catch them say the way Ghana for no be a subain tia about a tuotua no colonial times no man ko no free so mutua ma abrofo no e de akoye omu hu ye nti no mu ntua nti saa subain na sabi yo bi mo e me kase ye nyina bi mo inherit a obi timi koyi container e wo port obi tua na duty no akoye kanana no adwane. And until now, paperless digitization abana ama mani age. Until Ghana, I was say a jitum say a tono ye sikani yenya o emu de esha papa. Esha. Ye real HEPIC 2006 no ebe nyina no hwe the debt growth rate, na hwe revenue growth rate na debt no de na ye higher than revenue. Ni nyina ne say abana e ba after 2006 ni nyina omo ni kobosia bo no ho eja
e to na wo say omo no. Ana yakwa sa ba ya hon ma akiri ye kon o agya to no akwa bosia na koduru mre bi a afi Eurobond say there be ma bosia bio until the whole of this year Eurobond market Ghana it said there o ma mesi koton ade na anyinya okwan so obi anto ye bond na so yesa obi aso ye nima na otwam obi anto if so mo say ye nya sika wo ye manmu ametua nsi hu na o mo mfa sa sika na maye until bosia kwa ye ntimi mo bi this sa VAT no ya say nya sa sika we ansa na ban no kra tinya sa akobọ bosia so we nya ontimi nkobọ bosia enti eto na ye nya wo manmu de esua papa na ya nya na is because oh boy Europe ni ayi na no yeah
sa omo de no omo formal sector na very large enti it's very easy to tax the incomes of these people. Ghana ha no about 10 million people na year adwuma only 2.3 million in our formal sector are mutual personal income tax. About 7.7 million no more the informal sector and mutual personal income tax. Me sisi ameno kase nkofo ye adwuma o me fie. Me wi a metuo mo ka mo je bia 5,000, 6,000, 10,000. Ontua to bia o bi ho bi ko Adom TV ada ka tua e be 1,000 per 600 cedis. No tua personal income tax. And that's the difference. Africa had the difference between here and Europe no here the informal sector na yentimi tax to incomes no ma be bia baba saloon omo nyina adwuma no kra you can't even calculate their income before you can think of taxing it. It's difficult to estimate their incomes. So the informality of our economy no I don't know higher pa no ntina the biana me can ma kan kwesi digitization ho. Sa digitization yenya address system property rate waba me fie waba wo ye GRA waba oba sa me ntua physical cash am ntua because me tua ma wa akodi
yeah
nti GRA nya bi a short code be a star 14 something hash just akodi o property no 100 cedis ma bo papa ma tua 100 cedis no e call direct to GRA accounts mu the yen sa na it will reduce the interpersonal involvement in revenue mobilization and leakages so ho papa abufu asemi abai omoso do mo de na efficient. In Norway you pay taxes online, you file your taxes online. Rwanda no we crowd mo actually Rwanda yenu no Rwanda here before nyina. South Africa ubitua obi bia online enti na wo so obi say on fa efiewura bag so on kwaje eto o makola obedi ni na to ya jijije kwan so no utua coins da benda coins da benda obi kura so be differ
yet there
enti to no kura do mo de back ya it should be electronic. Uko South Africa to so na omo highway be omo to no kura to boot ni so efe keke o card no bo ka anim wo di speed na camera ho na capture na ya ready o card na say aspire ene obekọ ni na police fo gina ho hwe obetua double enti sa tema moto we no mo ya mo wi a mo fa to nto so electronic no nye de agigi coins no obedi enti ye ma digitization no we should marry digitization and revenue collection ebebua ma efficient revenue na ma sika no so akosoro na sika na ye nya wo mamu esa papa
ma me fa won wie e wo VAT no VAT component no say ye kase de gina be 18.5 but 2023 ne changes o mode be it say VAT na kasa no 15%. Eno dan che ya NHI National Health Insurance levy no eno ye 2.5. Get fund de wom 2.5. And na COVID levy 1%. Wo kan nyina boma ade bi abeto se phone ni na woto a VAT da so 21%. Eno de wutua. Enti no wadaroma enye too high. Wo de wo hwe screen na na eda so ede ma wo no. Enti we any the description no. Enti se bia ukita sika be se 10,000 Ghana cedis. And na se bia I fan 10,000 Ghana cedis a. Na ebekwa kwa wieche no vata wo betua wo so no.
2,100 but
2,190 and wo betua on 10,000 Ghana cedis. And no ba bia yegina. Se ukita 10,000 kan sika 100 million. Ena wodi di ujuma na say wodi to bibia wo betua VAT was so 2,190 so get fund 2.5 eda so NHIL 2.5 international health insurance for bia obe hospital bi anase bia pharmacy bi se mumfa yesika ma ni ade no ade bia wo to bia no tua sika no enso be ko wi eche no na pharmacy ono gi ni sika hospital wo gi ni sika no nkoye covid obi si anane yegusu tua covid levy da so 1%. In 2023 January no ade bia obeto no VAT da so 21%. Dr. Sakodie enye too much ade not overburdening Ghanaians.
Okay, so share about 7.7 million Ghanaian workers na make us monthly personal income tax na udwane ho dia ha de untimi nyane
and they no
because we there person obetua na wonto say milo tin ho oto a obetua person obetua mento ana Ghana so dey esitia no ntimi ntas unidi nipa nti obeto aduane na watua nti eye too high or less no make us ened there abani here scanty nsom saa
but
I haven't done my calculation to arrive at a point say too high or too low in economics. There's something we call the optimal rate.
Okay,
the optimal rate is the rate here be ma abani sika at the same time no bed no so be kakra bi enti na mini ana waka momo asem no kan say yentua momo e-levy be ma abani sika but emma bed no emma Ghana for so the same thing in every tax rate. Optimal tax rate rate ya be ma abani sika but bed no so be kakra bi menye sa calculation no I arrive say VAT must be this or that or that. But the be a ban I calculation on say be a nka be also to crack 20, but 15 no is the acceptable rate here. But nti enimani mu ye na de Mr. Ghana for say aban here sika no credit e ba ko pe aban here sika. See entua aban onye sika kra emfa nya hwe. Ontimi nso nko ne IMF program no. Nti yemwa no na onye sa ne nyoma opeso oye ni nyina. Enya sa de ne atoyire nchem na ato Ghana.
Mate Dr. Nana Poku. Bijiri se wunya adaji tie bi. Na mameni kemisa bibi wo ho a wote abeka se na eye wo highlight e wo ensem odi to dwane nyina mu bi a wonso we de wakasa yi ama na to wakoma so.
Mameni kanchia adwadifo a e wo Ghana a omutie anope. I think sir nipa bi te say Dr. Sarkodie no e no say mo appointment. Because eja na nka mi bebie wa ha no. Wama
wadumu no.
Yeah, wata na kakra.
Because wachima mo watia see ye na sesen.
Nimdie ye fa no obi nchen.
Sure.
Kasa ye fa no obi ano. What I say? Nipa sabe wasem nya kra na utimi kasa. So hono. Utimi kasa yi a e magana fo etenne ma biase. Se mese me ka aban we wa akwadworo. What I say? Wa akwadworo in the sense say aban bia ya adwuma. Ghana kronu ye businesses ene de a bre revenue. Da bia say ye pesika yanko the easiest way petroleum VAT ahoni ye ko pesika. Mama unyi ni say it's about time aban bi obebe bia no obehye no so say e wo sam so be pekwan a mefa so amaye adwuma amen sabe kasika oka property rate anya property rate ngwa rent say aban ni trase what the vice president started the digitalization say komu nyina mo ani ko ho a ba na nke solve problems no mo na wie because bosume so a enipa omo rent aso a omu kotua sika ma efieru adoposuo a se sika no aban nya bi. What I say?
Aju tua na mo na bi aban be nya kakra wo so.
We see rent
live no are restricting for so much by momo.
Rent control can be turned as rent authority. There are so many lawyers. You can hire them for these things. Me kami metria bosumi no afino mienu na anasa bosumi nsia na emra no makwanya so a me kutua no. I will pay at the rent authority. If you row our accounts, sikani kotomu no aban atenedie. There are so many ways government can make money. She sabe manu sisimina so. Nyansa be pa ni wum. Se roto. Ye jato ho. Ebe pim se sebra. Sami ko Kumasi. Na eye dua road. And ye simintua 5 cedi. With me salunka. Uvize mintua. Metua. Hwe nanu de omu bietu mu ha ikure. Wonam so awena kono. Kind of they are the problem.
And omo tu kwan akwa ba che so ko US ne de keka ho a routes na o maye no one major area omo area
revenue business no
and electronic inte no nya fe no bi ko gina akwa gisa 5 cedi se de Dr. Sarkodie
and we are buying business go abai bia ye adwuma wa abrochire uko UK the railway system ni nyina train system ni nyina underground system ni nyina aban no So private partnership kura wo mu a aban no wo mu kese. Eti no afi no bekwa wie no aban nim se minya ska kakra fria, minya we kakra fria, minya we kakra fria. Hwe sika bebrebe a abewura oman mu. Na onyan hwe the urban cities. Emfa kra for emfa nya emfaton. Se adwadifo ipon anwumra kokore nipa esan ho a epeka akoka so a
me fa nkwache nra anwumra nra Friday anwumre che se bus stop e wo kwan su nyina enipa ba peso omunyaka
hwe the easiest way nka Africa ban ekwan ne so mfimfin ne agya ho tetrete na ye de traffic light and system ahomete ya tram kasika be wura o ma we mu nyina no efri kaneshi ekoka so a train na mfimfin what you say aban wo business no it is aban to petrol ma onim say me tram ne de ebo no man tumu kra no a affect citizens no too much it aban ni individuals a compete e wo sebe amaya o ba develop ya de ye ba taxpayers money no a eni edini sa enya 11 ya no owurei Ghana fo nyina tu no fo se fast start 0.45 ni nyina ye moa enya owura we ya na sumia be no koda so afi de o se wate so e de ba 1% sebi ye yo okandifo a ye de asudie e na asoa enipa na udi wo mo so no e na wo se utie wo mo ne hwe mame ya mamu a ye bunu wo Ghana ha ne ye hihye ye bie wo kromu abiame kamikotodwe esisi wo say everything can be reversed if the leadership is ready.
Is it possible?
Me na make am tro
e wo Ghana
me na make am tro
okay
but they are not ready. They are not. Se omoni abrepa se omai ye be dane no ama ye story na sesa o arable land o sell land no you are taking from the land, you are not investing in the land. Sabe womu krokro fidia kese edi tu mining ana ebi ato combine harvesters no ni ade edi kodua mo a enye sika krona o da ka kire me asase na wo fa sika na free mu no ana wo de emu kosi so
okay
ewo ezo no man na monka no
ehe de ebrem anase
kese no
na boku
is a question ewo budget no ade ba ko a ewu mu a me fi say ebeboa agriculture.
Okay.
Anu ti dem ma me tisi ho no. Se ohwe anintini ne wo mu ewu bie a. Ye ka agrika enye wo mu atie kurase a wo de sekane aso. Ene wo se eya agriko. Eya skafo bi ti say boss. What I say?
Yeah.
Wo mu ne wo se ye kua. So no. Nanka asase ya omu funtum eseni. Asase ne oniema mienu. Ene power asase nim. Ena obetimi nso diska kwosha asase nim ma obenya saa enepa no. Imagine say wo mu ewo din ya wo mu wo saa mining ya yeseni me. Ena nkene ye wo ebia pokua rice. Ena ya bargain fefefa enka BOG in Shisha the buyer say, I'm not giving forex to those who import rice.
And then you might be a
and then you
speak more. Yeah.
But BOG are there no premature. See as a BOG cast or enforces are the NP. A come betia Ghana no. Minim the Besua if he said
because of a money tiana.
No, we don't have the buffer stock. Hey. One district, one D, one F. Me, there be a go for my office, America. And losing the focus. So we have one district, one factory. Now the see importation are not there. And a toothpicky. So I was saying on the factory how. What was here? And near my use no fear daily. A consumables. And no factory no thank you. Nasa ankobasa na be a factory different. And I hear you. What I say, ni I export to san niema no a eno so. Eti ya na metati say our import exceed our export na misre. Say ye dwadifo no yankofa ma. There will be scarcity. Scarcity ni bumper inflation so bad day. Eba kosro.
Now you're in over 40%.
Wunya unu hwe. Say did I make us doctor or water me? Then or a good lecturer. I'm telling you, he's a good lecturer. It some of my points now me building or me trimuno. We share the way I was here water. This guy is good. Or you good.
Okay.
Yes, be out here.
Yeah.
Because me no to convince me na dey pa. Otimi enya abotre. Oh. Brebre Emma Bato. That was how I was expecting our president some time ago.
Hana Nkabom say ohunu se bia oma omo mu akasa mu aban ni mu na omo ye omo adwuma ni ntimi communicate ma Ghana ne nti ase problem no man ni wo no.
Communication ni e poor. Say me Oma me pen se me mark ya mo communicate. And now journey a hantan ye mfa nyehwe. Hwe se de Dr. Sikasai. I say me sre ye nyina ye moa okai no mafo. Because indeed we have to help. But not to the detriment of others. On the VAT ya why ni say ye. Enema bo be den. Ubisamia me true mukitoa because sa me craniema ne be drew porter me to avad. Me ba me work here guso. And sani aside 21% no asa ba to so. Enti Percy ne bo na be dey e be koso. Enti baby a na doctor kasi ye nyina ayemmoa no ye baboa ne asasu. Easy. Ye dwadifo no ye kase ye ntimi nye Father Christmas engo fa niema no emfa mecheche ye nya kokokoko fa bape. And I tell you sa mame fom penimfo ne wo makola ho no omo ye better sene sebe manusi suminazo so called economist for no ebinom. Yes, ebinom mo.
Oh, they are good.
They are very good in calculation. Now, be making sure say adie we ya wakofa no at least when you be subi
omoka
omoka na no ya na koso a na ebinom so the miscommunication na mabontin na adwadifo toto ne emamu dodo coming cost $1 16 na at the end of the day min ko fa ne emanmra na me the bar ma be chiche enye yi enutina na doctor ka say I was see a young in such a way say abani benyi sika na enso so enko ha timamufo no na se see e die sa ebre ya ye wuramu no esu no bedoso emwa no so e was see ebo aban
mo hu ye mo boy
na me chanu de yehuwa
bona ye kobro nya yesa mo
enye
nyame kama koma
nyame de wa Canada.
But there's a way out. So the way out is the exchange rate. Because the exchange rate is not can one.
16.
Yeah, and she said, "Say VAT no crab." That's so you mean so exchange rate na no and no bobo conform. Because exchange rate na driving inflation and what Ghana already imported inflation is higher than local inflation.
Sure.
Number one. Number two, even the local inflation no exchange rate na driving up. I mean one example, fuel price, exchange rate and international crude oil price. Crude oil price also eba from, but still like if fuel price cost because of the exchange rate. So fuel also work off a sort of per 12 foreign taxi driver for bebem. Almost be per union also bebem. And the exchange rate na APA will be a co animal say a menu jina dia. Even with the VAT no crane, nyoma bo and cost ratio show. Nti ye best buy say wako to VAT mu no. Ade a onye mo adwadufo enye mo aye nyina na exchange rate no.
Thank you.
Onko solve that problem no. Yes, idea at the however. Na me nua ka ma me chip you answer na me refi kra.
Okay.
Ghana we can say import dependent economy and just say we import more than we export. For the last 5 years since 2017 we always export more than we import. It's just say and no more dey call amanane no. A does change dey call kraba.
Sir.
Yes, for 5 years now.
Okay.
For 5 years now. Na dey ntina ye ho chide, dey ho chide because no man na dey call ho sika nye dey.
E makra
sika no ma. Enti remember example this year when you me figures Bank of Ghana figures. And I'm saying researchers in Jomno Koto Hani Akofa. First 9 months of this year. And no more dey call man na your friend exports no. $11.8 billion, no cedis.
$11.8 billion.
Yes.
Okay.
The ekokra e buy $10.2 billion.
Okay.
Into 11.8, it does change 1.6 difference. Into the other core here no, it does change the deba.
Into the end,
make up and the day make up. Now out of 11.8, you know, cocoa dear woman 1.7, gold dear woman 4.2. When there $1 billion as an American you. Oil, crude oil, now you know a Western region hono. A year 3.8 billion. Nimiansa a 9.7, 82% of the total export. Nima miansa po a 82%. Now gold ne oil non kwan a 8 billion.
Okay.
8 billion Ghana de omu a new 2 billion cry. This is where the problem is. The ownership of our resources. So Ghana, we don't import more than we export. We export more than we import. Our trade balance has always been positive for the past 5 years.
Okay.
And why exporting $8 billion from gold and crude oil? Whichever a woman you two, they are carrying in a abrafon. And until that we see the no depreciating. A capital account problem, not trade balance problem.
Inti babia yejina currently no. Medo be fa hon mo bi ka say ase bi aban no kakan ya se omo target omo be fa se bia generation revenue generation no babia pese adunie no omo ntumi emiti sa target no. The consensus be raising say a free senior high no e drain aban no pa se bia saban ne call for a reviewer ebeboa no as an economist so sha the challenges are you facing you betumi e de mu fa kese no abo free senior high no se no na drain aban no ye de timu ni.
In terms of sikano
no okay.
Free senior high no averagely in a year aban say about 3 billion cedis. But tax exemption sika ye de akoche. Companies here also mo call outside of Accra no mo ye adwuma boa no omo so mo nko omo ti Ghana no mo ge exemptions. Oma will be exemptions 4.6 billion cedis a year. Na free SHS near 3 billion.
Okay.
Koje exemptions no fa koye free SHS. The free SHS they have a personal position on it. And the economic literature supports it because omo secondary school no omo social benefit higher than Yayako University.
Okay.
No more your friend social benefit no more the bois communities any adwadifo no ukọ adwadifo do na high school graduates.
Okay.
Higher than Yayako University. Nti o say aban no so mo supported. And yet the cost of the free SHS. My problem with the free SHS is the ways the quality issue no. So it must be addressed. I was say teacher for no school and crana say duania de mo no I was say ye mo duani papa no mudi. The problem is not free SHS cost but the revenue issue.
Okay.
Ghana ye issue a revenue not expenditure. Expenditure and the fan which man can say leakages in here then amount for the auditor general's report aka say it can be 12 billion in who we have and on the so no efficiency no. But the problem pay revenue gap no a revenue gap.
Okay.
And see sika wo mamu a
yenko yenim na V8 no ne yina medical ka say V8 no ne E11 no e short and you betimi anya na sisi a but there are other bigger avenues I betimi anya sika me nua aboso me say aboso bio property rate or can rent ho the informal sector or personal income tax and also ho and your contract you signing with oil in the next 3, 4, 5 years no contract you sign about our mining competition na yenko review ni na
okay
yenko review ni na adin tida ye te ha no be betu ye gold no this sika no ko na what ya tua peswa nkete say royalties say tax there be sharing production sharing yenko Norway yenko Babia yenko Botswana yenko Nigeria government chefa a good year no 51%.
Okay.
Botswana chefa 55%. Because I'm Ghana chefa 16%. Enti se contract no you review na se kwan bia ni hu ba bia o de ye. The new discoveries no ye nhwe se GMPC na wo si aban na namu no ne chefa wom should be at least 55%. Because we yes na wunya so mfa so gold price is always high. COVID crab buy na ye ho ahia na gold price e kosoro. What to gold over 100 years? Unisika. We see the depreciate no. Ko UK, the entity mo pound no air strong because of gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, tia ma be wi gold sa omo da so wi. And ya sa consensus ye GF ahudie ya sa consensus ankrata. E mo mu tumi so mo nkotu na sebi yoko akurase kra ye nananom wa asase se wo ba yefu a eye abuno ni abusa. Udo aburo na me no wache bags no. Mienu ana miensa. It's the same model and Norway for you. So the same model na Nigeria for a transforming or use. The same model na Botswana use. Nyame ama ye na nanom nyansa abunu ni abusa. Botswana use abunu ni abusa. Nigeria use abunu ni abusa. Norway use abunu. Saudi Arabia na ye ti ase ye de use. Monko tu na monfa na mometua ye tax. Any royalties. Nkete. Royalties we no ka say 5%. I don't know we be too good and say asas don't share 5% royalties. Royalties and manimu ya me twere on krata koma minister of finance say royalties no to minim de ntia wan fan kan omo san ko transi bio mid-year budget no omo ko to royalties ni mo omo ko to omo tax mo telcos no omo make supernormal profit omo ko to omo tax no they should their profit na ye ma ye nimre ani bre ni ho me nu ani asoko me so me de na boboba ani bre ni ho o say ye ma ye ni bre Ghana ye betimi transform your country no ama ye nyina ye ho atoye.
Okay. Ma memre enyina ho no ma doc wonim se TUC omo general secretary Joshua Ansa o say IMF ba ya na nkitawdi ekoso no omo nyina kotena meeting mu ma ba no promise se job cut bia ma say se bia e be cut se ye mfa obi adwumam enra finance minister call parliament wa me yati assess 2023 enya de ombefu obi a wa bandwumamu enye ye kase Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association no omakasa nata kasa Ghana National Association of Teachers chese sasam na ban ne ka no ano ye den se eho ye na wo se omfo obi adwumamu a na isa ban no wa asem o ka kire wo mo bro mo committee no wadane na no we take wo ho ye den se ye be cut jobs could it be some of IMF wo mo conditionalities no and aban ye impose ana
IMF behavior before the 1990s, you know, different from now on behavior. Okay, in the 80s, Mobile strictly, almost the only pote. But after 1990, Urbano, Mobile, almost the only pote. No more say, okay, Sikana wood in the FN government expenditure and Dawson, entity so. Adia obey ya would better so the Atrejawa. Until a similar, I wouldn't be surprised so much discussed already because this year, no. The staff level agreement with the IMF. And it is possible, says one of the discussions, say government must reduce its expenditure. But at the airport, see, I'll be reduce your expenditure on there. Many sure say IMF kind. A Ghana buying a beer or share Ninoma air cost so I want you to buy no or a buying uncas and a hunch no. A buying uncas a winniska and the hunch until beer or funny public bra on to be in Chiomoka. And to young share the freezer no ocean 2015 ye Kobe, but the freeze was on the net, not on the gross. I mean, church them, and they say, be a them Ghana,
aban afa nipa miensa se enye adwuma ma no o say nipa miensa no on fa bin 2023 on fa bin ka miensa no ho eno ne net no, that's the freezes on the net, but gross no say bia me nua tu kwan dia obekwa kofo obi abehiem.
Okay.
Se bi obi ko retirement ya wa kofa no abehiem. Ebia sebi obi free mu a nyame to nsa free obi akofo obi abehiem. Eno de ewo ho. Eno de aban no be replace e obi which my friend replacement level. So replacement level no de ewo ho. Freeze bi anka no, but say all the additions e ka ho no ho no waye. And one can say or year forever. I say 1 year per 2023 nkwana onye. Until maybe beyond 2023 no. Ebiana with the IMF program, one is $3 billion eba. Heritage funds so yenko yi.
Ebetumi so ba say 2023.
Mamenka heritage fund.
Heritage fund. Ebetumi ba say bedro no beka say wo say ye extend kakra.
Anya na wadi ya bro.
Okay, it do that point.
No. And you can say do that point, you know, because Ghana for here, Juma. And more money will come beyond 2023 cry.
Okay.
Because with the IMF program, no, I was saying your man to 2 years. So what could you program? Then your man stand to 2 years. Why hope you now walk? Because beyond IMF, why hope you now beko? About to your year until beyond 2023, and you can say Saba. Now, the American says to be said. Nipa nso a ewo adwuma adwuma o Ghana ha about 10 million. Abaya adwuma e just 700,000. Enu 1 million kra. Nti just about 9.3 million Ghanaians so mo nyina ya ankra. Nti there can still be employment creation from the private sector.
The private sector.
Na private sector he no betumi absorb it.
Nti budget no must address enyoma or the beboa private sector because already no wo si untimi emfa nipa no bi emeka ho Ghana for so much as here the private sector na employ nipa bebre no they say be Adom TV higher private e dey na wo ye dey abo Adom TV a obetimi employ nipa bebre exchange rate interest rate or taxes any san no man ona also ntina meka say exchange rate no there ono ne the big elephant so killing na what's most of the problems in the exchange rate no money nko interest rate say the buyer you no betimi akobo bosia na no me committee bi SMEs yes small business no su nyina ya bosia ehun si hu no mutua no they say that I'm almost 30%.
Okay.
40%. Because interest rate inflation and 40%. In the exchange rate, interest rate and inflation. Money nyina amra from nemwa binuano no muntimi fa nipa. Because who are by no team fedipa. Nti omo mbetimi afa nipa no. Omo hia exchange rate, interest rate, and inflation say beba form. No more business no betimi akoso afa nipa.
Nana, what you know of father saying?
Doctor can simbi. Na doctor, ma men kan che wa sombo say. Mo amu wo nim de no. Mo twere komo mo mfa. Ahon ya.
Yes, so more processing go so.
Oh, yeah, process bi ah.
Impossible.
Maybe they are still debating.
Danfui onim sineme onyina sabuntumu da
se nimdie nso ni eni obako
fu ye fomu no tie medical kasa mkase nimdie ede ye fa no binche kasa ye fa no obi ano doctor tuwe eba economics a me kojira no kwa no but eba dwadi a mo ma ha metimi edi 1 cedi adane no abe no 40 cedis me expect no but sa niema no a ekoso ewo current administration we no eno na ebo omo fom no uko abrochira eye lecturers ya students ni thesis omo twa na no so atrase no ahwehwe ma no hu se they akola we kan no akabom eti so betra ba bi say no okasa musa me say me obi a me convincing here den pa but me tie no na afi no maboto because one level eniema no to the point tie
itio
se empanimfo we ebe bro maso ase no matie di animdefo ne ka enya we ya kanifo na anim wo nimdi o so you can devote not just on him there. That be you need the rest. In some waka no. You say it best solve most of the problems.
If only said they go by it and somebody ejuma.
Mo
also consider ejuma.
Ana aban no e wo sa aban no so ye adwuma. So no. Aban no also nya revenue. E wo sa aban no ni individuals, investors e compete. Now so hunu baby a source of income. Sika every year day e ba won chen. Na aban a obeto no ahwe ni mu say PW as a personal income tax and I rely on friends VAT or rely on as I know quadruple kakra
na yen share aban no so some say so more cut expenditure it is what within Accra VAT na events na dey want to be funny
the minister na kan me reho pa
adan
minister no oya ma me reho
oni mufo la omo save was asem no ho
na tio bisa say productivity ebra no mu use zanya na productivity to say I na wo cutting so productivity by your side and I see ministers omo be 110 mewa ya kati omo pay
yeah
how significant is this
it is say omo nya den
let me just say we need 100 Ghana population now every president so beka last minister so mo katemo salary and I
but at least ebian say be call say e can make about and reduce the size of government
sister
and there was bronya mu anka hampers ni ade obi anya hamper ni no ma se biska ni nyina nya enough
my sister do munyai
njo obun koso ni
asama doctor kan enu no muntie
see if baby ni adru baby na
it's insignificant.
Doctor, significant.
It serves two purposes. And actually about the savings. It's a signal, the posture. Because they are taking it from time of town hall meeting, 11. Many Ghanaians were making reference to Omo VAT or Nnawotwi. Even among for say mokra town hall meeting amo we mo the VAT na buy.
Come for bus na baby omo kan convoy ka say dim.
Enti se say omo as a o sra so omo to tax nti as omo de sra say mo ntua tax no kakranka na yeso so yate ye de so.
Tie de jojo makoma.
Enti savings no wo ho.
Okay.
Ana posture no so e wo ho because say omo to VAT no say wanfa eno so amma and and posture is a good signal.
Okay.
It's okay. Now, Ubisa say, is it the number of ministers or the amount? The total expenditure, no, the number times the amount. So if you want to reduce the total, you can reduce number, no, and I bet so analysis is so. In this case, the banner choose the other one. So on take number so, banner obeti sikani so. And yes, they can make some few savings there. Now, Maka say two objectives. First is the savings, and second is the signal. Say, you can say, "Adi omode omo ya chire, omo ya chire Ghana for any outside." Say, omo so burden share na you can ho say at the beginning. No, say ahon chire na aba. Ye nyina obi ya na famu de Ghana for mo famu de amba ye say mo betu ato kakra. Ye nso ya famu aye de ye ne say. Ye VAT no ye ntwibio fu no yate so akwantuo no emma hampers no enye bio because abre pa obi kotua VAT 15% na oji Christmas hamper be na bufu papa
doctor allowance your man to so na utu pay so na ja allowance obi kra ni pay be so betra.
No, but you are right, those calculations I was here too, but I got figures on the door so yeah research e be ke na bobo so o hwe bia Minister of Finance Minister ji say na allowance yes say na deputy yes say no akobi a Minister of Employment e ntobo ase we say no one me hu obi a why is our research no? Aka say, okay, what team ministers no so save we say. But who keep number of ministers now what say so save we say. And I think I will take that challenge.
Fantastic. We are interest.
Because yes, NTP no so. Yate. Na allowance so. Me don baby o minor drone. Me pese empanifo no be kasa to say the Dr. Betra or kasa no. Na ye maye kasa ne nkoye abofono ene abufu hwe Ghana of war kuku bi a sabe o meton shows but so mu dwa on we yan dey enye
yi baba obepose wo hwa me na matwa be ho aba me ba mabedwafo ensem etwa to no meje na be the topic bi na ebe mom no mayi ho ano obepese obetie me ba sisi a Mame ma wakwaba na me na wase ese gusua eka me ho eha ya Adom TV ya sanso ye live ewo Asempa 94.7 na watwi dwumadie na ugusua wo hye esanso etie no na me brofo kese bi a finance minister kan no ne nansa me pese Dr. Sakode boy kakra ye brenu esuade so no obebo ne taman domestic bond no mo chese omo suspended no be 4 years na eno echi so no foreign bonds ni ade wo hwe percentage krompo ededa so a for till 2026 no nya de obenya wo full interest a enka obenya no ede na omo pese omo communicate man no
eno na man for kind of haircut
na
say okoto wo do sika koma aban abon aban na bosia edu so okoje dia aban say sika na de bread no ontua de nyina obetua fa bi but domestic bond ndie enya do de nsa beka eye de ewo Ghana ho ndie onfa ne nsa kan mu amano no ndie no ana bi opeso aye ne sa a part of IMF negotiation eye debt restructuring no na haircut na man for kan this is external haircut not domestic a part of the total restructuring it can say we see all kind that were them so nti ye bibi fa ho nema be brain na oba ya fa obi abetima call for debt cancellation betima patch o say em fa wo kan nchew but Ghana unfortunately for us and they can so about $15 billion every Eurobond market
okay
external bond no so the commercial so the ye di change ye nti na ube sre say bia ube defer interest payment bia wo so utia e kan ho nsi ho afi we ya we patch o say yenye na afeda and I in the next 2 years. Okay. Until that negotiation and a different approaches.
Okay.
But when they were boss, you say be a haircut them, say be a interest no, also we 100, or maybe be a 70, 30 de unya. But and yet Ghana and yet domestic, external debt and one sem now okay. Now and yet dia or more implement it. What the actual budget no say a yabano. Any so adi hunu so be call esusu ye afi no mo ko discuss yo ntinya dia o mo conclude say no mo ya afi no mo ko discuss na ko bond market no mo anya ntumu de ne ya eka
ye de mpa bo beta chiri na ya hye me patro de na be ka twa to ye sorry so
ni nyina me say empanyimfo si yenkoti adromra eno ne ahan ni nyina esika say yenya sika wo ye man mu a yebetima ye nema bebre ama Ghana ha ye nurse 31 million ye nurse ama ye ho ahen hae sa baasi asema wo kan ni nyina ye sika nti aban na ma na nimre ni ye mpesika wo ye mam because okọ abrochire kura so okọ bosia na abrofo no se o mfa ma because wa mpesika wo mam bosia no kura na ya mfa ma wo nti udwane ko he aheya na o so pesika nti ye mpesika na wa pesika wo mam nso no omo nhwe se ni die no nso no omonfa ento ho
na nka beka se fato aso se sika no omonfa nye na Ghana ni hunu se so na wo je me no de aye we ntu na metua ma
this property rate asema wo ke me oba me fie abeje se akode wo fie ni ya evaluate ya by 1000 cedis a month metua me se me ntua cash metua digital momo ana online metua nso a ade nchi na bia wo the machines wasanwia begu me kwan so se oh ya next year oba me ntua betua nti the ade omo de tax na ye ne de omo hwe so no mo mfa nye na Ghana ye nyina ho nto
me das nana 1 minute pe wa ye braso
me de kakra be so doc de na omo hwe ekwan faso de contract emma contractors
okay
too inflated figures
okay
if you say me umame bebe 2 million 3 million Ghana cedi some fancy 3 unit classroom metimi asi
okay
scan bi kra beka
ebeka
enso so obehwe na kwan be fa so a ye de be couch edisa sikapuduo bi ama contract for that 6 unit no ahomete enti wo mo ehwe no wo mo san hwe ne bio
okay
no mo review onse e wona sikadie no dodo na ahwe no mo review ni bio
na boko me say e ho no so be ko ho ma wo be ko various assemblies district chief executives ni MCs contract boho contract credit no omo de data so to
say yankwa de abetre kanyina yokwa
me da say na no poku na wote nka no general secretary de ma traders advocacy group Ghana 20 afeno tag and na doctor adu owusu sakode oye economist maybe sama no kan ye ho efri kata and black stars omo hotel hono ma oye sports journalist ono ewa Sempa FM and na George Adu Junior so join yen ono so ewa Joy News and na Joy FM edi amejeso ene abena pokoa ahwen ne but that was say otie yen ewa Sempa na masanso that was say o hwe yen ewa Dum TV so wa be Kofi Ampadu Frank Olanyo akwasinsia camera sound floor say munyina yedamase ese bototo ye ema bibia ekoso kama nyame yadoma ene na wotwe besan ahia kokofo nyina mechiatia mo anopai yakra munyina